Honorable viewers, I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Department of English. Today I am going to discuss the scope of sociolinguistics. So let's get started. Sociolinguistics study number 1, the relationship between language and society. Why people speak differently in different social contexts. And finally, what social factors can account of linguistic variations. People are normally aware of the social factors that make them choose the suitable language. Sociolinguistics study the social context and its influence on language. For example, it may be studied using English in the class while using Bengali with friends in an informal setting. Formal and informal use of Bengali, switching from Bengali to English in the middle of a sentence. Sociolinguistics studies the social variables. What are some of the differences between the ways men and women are language? Do people of different ages speak differently? What can a language tell about the social background of a person? Why does a language die? How do languages change over time, technology, good or cruel? Sociolinguistics studies our social identity as reflected by our language use. Our language indicates our social identity. It tells others about where we come from, who we are, what social or cultural experience we have. Language provides a variety of ways of saying the same things. The term variety or code refers to different languages used in different situations. Variety or code is any set of linguistic forms with patterns according to social factors. Especially, variety is a term we use to include any identifiable kind of language. For example, Scottish English, American English, Australian English, Indian English, we call English. Sociolinguistics study why and how people use a particular variety instead of another. The reason for choosing certain dialect is determined by one or many of the social factors. So let's see why do we study sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics bears the legacy of formal linguistics. It constructs models of the linguistic system. It deals with phonetics and phonology, syntax, semantics. It is also interested in humans' underlying knowledge of language structure. However, in doing so, it goes behind some suggestion that a linguist should concern himself with the abstract rules of language only, irrespective of its relation to society. Chomsky makes a distinction between competence and performance. Competence is the underlying knowledge of language structure, while performance is the language output which is affected by language external conditions. Chomsky is in favor of studying the underlying grammar of a language. However, sociolinguistics studies communication and achievement of social goals. It holds the idea that language without social knowledge is a social monster. We must consider the attitudes, strains, and judgments of a language user. In other words, it is not just important to know the linguistic rules, but the social rules too, such as when is it appropriate to speak and who is able to speak. Our sociolinguistic knowledge is structured, which is termed as communicative competence. Thus, sociolinguistics want to provide a socially realistic linguistics. This allows us to learn more about language. So that's all about today's topic. For the time being, thanks for your patience sharing. Bye bye.